Willie D Live.
What's up, family? In a developing story, former NBA superstar Gilbert Arenas was arrested in Southern California on Wednesday after authorities say he ran an illegal gambling business. Ooh, they're playing for money. Ooh. Really? They arrest this man for illegal gambling when they're gambling all over this country. I guess the big boys don't like competition. Anyway, fam, federal prosecutors claim the ex-Washington Wizards guard, along with 5 others, rented out his Encino mansion to hold high-stakes card games from September 2021 to July 2022. The feds allege Gilbert hired a 51-year-old to help him stage the place for games and collect rent. They say Gilbert's partners in the biz hired women to serve the gamblers at the residence and added a staff of chefs, valets, and security guards to make the games more enticing. The alleged business owners, prosecutors wrote in court documents, profited off it all by taking a rake from each pot. Gilbert and 5 other defendants were hit with 2 charges: 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business and 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business. If convicted on both charges, prosecutors say they're facing up to 5 years in prison for each count. Gilbert was also additionally charged with making false statements to federal investigators. He's due in court later today. Yeah, government don't like competition. The big boys don't like competition. They got gambling all over this country. People gamble. In fact, I can guarantee you the same people who arrested Gilbert and the others have placed some bets in the last year on something. Football game, basketball games, something. Illegally and legally, right? Gambling should be legal. If it was legal everywhere, then you wouldn't have as many issues with people, breaking in and trying to rob people and all that kind of stuff, right? You wouldn't have as many people in jail over these bogus charges. Let's face it, fam, the absolute only reason why this is a story is because it's Gilbert Arenas. And on top of that, the only reason why they're concerned about this so-called illegal gambling operation is because the government can't get its cut. If the government can't get its cut, if they can't figure out how to tax it, if they can't keep up with taxing, then they're going to cause you some problems. That's a problem. And they're going to punish you for that. It's like, yo, man, you want to sell what? You want to sell some weed? You can't do that around here, man. Unless you want to get a license. You want to get a license? We got you. Want to get a license? Man, you can set up your shop, man. You're going to pay taxes on it and everything. Sell it out right here, man. Get your permits, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to get a dispensary? Okay, we got a license for that. What you want, man? What you want? You know what I'm saying? It's a transaction. That's all it is. So the only reason why they're messing with that man is because he didn't cut them in. That's it. And man, they got a whole they must have had a hell of an operation over there. They got a whole table with Gilbert's name on it. They got a poker table. Arenas Poker Club. Yeah. They said this is a picture from the house, from the mansion. Arenas Poker Club. So that right there, and if they got anything else, that right there will do it. So I can't see something like this going to trial. It's only 5 years in prison if convicted. I can't see them going to court on this. Like, actually, this ain't really nothing to fight. This is one of those things where you go in there and you make a plea, and you basically say, I ain't gonna do it again. You pay a big old fine. You get yourself some probation, and you be a good boy for the next 3 to 5 years, and this thing is over. Might even be able to get it expunged. It is a very, very minor crime. Minor crime, but with serious implications, because if you ain't got the money to fight something like this, you'll probably end up with that 5 years they're talking about, because they will punish you. They will make an example out of you. So I can't see anybody saying, well, I'm gonna fight it. You fight it, you're probably gonna get the max. They're gonna give you that tax, and the tax is the max. You dig what I'm saying? You got Epstein files out here. They're out here messing with little kids. One girl who was violated at 16 killed herself, they say. But before she killed herself, she was in a car accident, and she was all bruised up, and one of her eyes were blackened. According to her family, those bruises didn't just happen from the car accident. The family claimed that they beat her up. Why would they do that? Well, the woman alleged that Prince Andrew, that's, what's the dude name over there in England? His brother. It was the king's brother. I think Prince Henry, King Henry, I think it was his brother, Prince Andrew, who allegedly had sex with the underage girl. So she ended up, they ended up settling. So he actually dropped the paper on it. But she was also going after Epstein's estate, I believe, and I think she accused Ghislaine Maxwell, but man, they put it on her. They made her life miserable. And that's the cold game, fam, living in this type of society we live in a capitalistic society where money comes first, where people practice daily profit over people. You can be the good guy. The good guy will finish last, oftentimes. The good guy. The good guy, the innocent person, is the one whose life ends up being more miserable. Think about, what's his name? The coconut Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, and what happened with Anita Hill. Man, they made Anita Hill life miserable after she said that Clarence Thomas had violated her. They made her life miserable, and she was the innocent person in the whole situation. But they made that woman's life miserable. Same thing happens oftentimes when a person is a whistleblower. Let's say you're a nurse and you see something inappropriate. You see malpractice happening. You see it happening. And you speak on it. Whoop! There goes your career. Career over. Can't work nowhere else in the medical world. Career is over. Just like that. Because you decided to do the right thing. Same thing with cops. Cop want to do the right thing. Just make sure you got your money together before you come out. Get your money together. Get your affairs in order, because they're going to make you look like the criminal. Ain't that something? But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.